perilous moment in Pennsylvania's political history. This is not just a perilous moment for women's rights, for health care, for voting rights, for education, for common sense, for civil liberties, for democracy. This is a perilous moment that impacts each and every Pennsylvanian, all the way from one side of the state to the other. And we are out here. I want to say that we are out here because this issue matters to us right now, at this time, and we are going to be out here each and every moment until November 2022 so we can stop the nonsense that's going on right now that pulled us out. I want to make it clear that abortion is here to stay in the state of Pennsylvania, and we've got warriors right here, right now, who are going to make sure that that's the case at the local level, at the state level, and at the federal level. But what the Pennsylvania legislature is trying to do right now is gut the Constitution. They are trying to gut the Constitution and deny people a chance at health care access and health care rights. They are treating the Constitution like it's a weird back-of-the-napkin thought effort on their behalf, when what they should be doing is spending the time working on passing a budget that meets the needs of their constituents and this great state. I also want to make it clear that if they really cared about what's happening in Pennsylvania, then this legislature would get its act together and they would pass a budget that fully funded our public schools. They would fully fund a budget that supported pre-K and restored a child tax credit to working families. They would ensure that no family and no child ever went without health care. They would have done a damn thing when we struggled with formula access earlier this spring rather than sitting up here. They would use that $12 billion to build each and every child a brand new public school that's as worthy of them as this state capital should be to the citizens of Pennsylvania. If they really cared about the state of Pennsylvania, they'd be out there passing a budget that built the structures, that brought internet to people, that restored bridges and hospitals and brought roads and parks and libraries back to their fullest form as centers of civic life in our state. They would be out there championing jobs and growth and economic hope and opportunity, whether you're a new American seeking immigration status and citizenship in the United States, or whether you've been a lifelong Pennsylvanian who deserves a shot at a livable wage. But instead, they're sitting on $12 billion and debating stuff about the Constitution that they want to put before voters. That's been their playbook, and let's be very clear. They could only do this in the middle of the night because that's the only way this stuff gets passed. Brought into the light, brought before our constituents, brought before the good people of Pennsylvania, brought before the media, everybody would say hell no. Everybody in this state would say hell no. I want to remind every single one of those GOP legislators who are fueling this nonsense that 17 years ago, a number of them passed a middle-of-the-night effort to hike their pay raises, and the voters of Pennsylvania threw them out in November. And guess what, folks? Guess what, folks? That's what we're going to do this November of 2022 as well. We've made it really clear that politics and voting is not just on voting day. It's not just in November on the second Tuesday. It is every single day of our lives, because acts like this prove why our vote matters, why we must stay engaged, and why we are going to take this state and bring it back to humanity and sanity in November. Thank you.